Hey.
Why are you messaging me? We're sat next to each other.
I'd feel edgy talking about this even if we lowered our voices.
This?
The inheritance.
You want to talk about that now?
Even if you subtract the taxes, it's $800,000. $800K! I'm so astonished I'm finding it hard to relax.
You have a point.
It came from selling off some land they originally bought for dirt cheap, which exploded in value with the development of a nearby resort. Is what they said, right?
Yeah. Apparently they left almost all the money behind untouched.
It's such a crazy amount. My head feels funny. I know it's a little disrespectful to be discussing this so soon after your dad passed away. But no matter what I do, I can't relax.
Yeah, I'm pretty restless myself as the one who inherited it.
I want to settle down before we arrive home, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But since we are where we are, I thought it'd be better to message you.
Fair enough. Go on.
I'll just come straight out with it. Have you thought about how you're going to use the $800,000?
No, not yet. But I did inherit as part of my dad's will. But I want to avoid spending it lightly.
Yeah, I get that.
At any rate, I think it's best we keep it quiet for now. If we start spending it unwisely and people catch on, it could cause us problems with the figure being as high as it is.
Even from Mia and Trent?
Yeah, I think so. For now, at least. Mia's in the middle of her high school exams right now, and next year, it'll be Trent's turn. I think we should avoid anything that might shock them. When we do eventually tell them, let's make sure the time is right.
Dad, I know you're in the middle of work, but can you reply?
Huh? Mia?
Is now a good time?
Yeah, I'm on a direct train home from work, so it's fine. What is it?
I'm on the way home from school.
Huh? Shouldn't you be at your after-school club now?
The teacher's advisor had some stuff going on, so today got canceled. But when I decided to stop by the bookstore on one of my changeovers on the way home,
What's up?
I saw Mom flirting with some guy. On the open terrace of some cafe.
What?
I only managed to get the guy from behind, but do you want to see a picture?
Show me, please. This is...
It's hard to tell from the picture, but they had their fingers intertwined and were gazing to each other's eyes while deep in conversation. They kissed too.
I see.
My friend sneaked over and eavesdropped to try and figure out what they were talking about. Something about an inheritance?
The inheritance.
By any chance, is this about Grandpa's inheritance?
Probably. I'm gonna tell you everything soon.
Okay, I understand.
Tell the truth, I did think your mom had been behaving a little strange lately.
To be honest, me too.
Really?
Trent noticed it as well.
What are you playing at, Becky? To think you put your children through this.
I think Mom's gross.
Mia. Well, I get it. I guess that's the last thing a kid wants to see their mom doing. I'm sorry you had to see this side of your parents.
Stop it, Dad. You haven't done anything wrong.
Anyway, thanks for letting me know.
What will you do?
I'm still confused, and it's hard to think straight right now. But I'm pretty sure I need to gather more evidence.
Right.
Don't mention this to anyone for now, okay?
Got it. Dad.
Hmm?
I'm on your side.
That's good to know. Thank you.
Hey, sorry my message is late. I'm gonna stay over at my friend's place again tonight.
Your friend?
The girl I always stay with.
The one you made friends with 6 months back over your shared hobbies?
Yeah, that's her. She was talking to me about some things that were bothering her, but I don't think I'll make the last train now. I'm really sorry this happens so often. Me and doing the housework is such a big help.
Nope, this isn't gonna work with me anymore.
Huh?
You're cheating on me, aren't you?
Wait, what?
You're so careless that not just me, but even the kids noticed. I'm just wondering what the hell you think you're playing at. The private investigator said from the beginning you didn't seem concerned about hiding it.
Wow, you hired a private investigator. Fine, I'm having an affair.
You admitted that awfully easily. Should I interpret this as you being prepared for the divorce?
Well, I guess I did. If we've been found out, then I've got no choice. I'd rather just admit it and get it over with quickly than have it get messy and drag on. Besides, getting divorced involves nothing but positives for me.
You've changed.
Huh?
Actually, I have a feeling there's no merit in this affair for you.
Let's just get it out of the way instead of having it turn chaotic. By the way, the divorce papers are in the drawer of my dresser. I'll come and get my stuff when you're not at the house. So I'll leave when you hand them, and up to you. It'd be best if you could get it done this week, though.
I know what you want. You gonna go stay with your lover now?
Yeah, I am. You probably know who he is if you hired a private investigator, right?
Of course.
Well then, I won't go into minute detail, but that is where I'm going. When the compensation and other financial stuff's all been dealt with, give him a call, okay?
Okay.
Bye! Ugh, pick up!
What?
What the hell are you doing? Why do I have to pay compensation? And not just me, but my boyfriend too.
Ah, I see the paperwork arrived.
Ugh, not I see the paperwork arrived. The stuff that's written here. Me and my boyfriend have to pay you compensation? You're not splitting any of your assets? And you won't be paying child support for Mia and Trent? What the hell are you doing?
Is there a problem?
Obviously. First of all, the compensation is paid by the party responsible for the divorce.
You're the one responsible for the divorce.
No, I'm not. What are you saying? It's your fault for not being able to stop my heart from wandering.
Huh?
And the assets. Any assets obtained while married should be split 50-50 in a divorce. To think you try to keep everything to yourself. Are you ashamed to call yourself a man?
Even if I wanted to split my assets with you, you spent nearly all of the money from our shared savings. There was barely $230 left in the account. Taking the compensation and child support into consideration, there was no way you were going to get any assets.
Huh? $230? Don't talk nonsense. You haven't actually forgotten, have you?
Forgotten what?
The $800,000 you inherited. You inherited it while we were married, so it's subject to asset distribution. Basically, it gets split in half, and $400,000 of it is mine.
By any chance, were you being that brazen with your lover on purpose so you could get your hands on the $400,000 when my assets were split?
Bingo. Divorce can't be initiated by the one having the affair, so I waited for you to do it for me. Now me and him will finally get a fresh start and be happy together.
Just hold on a minute. Are you completely unaware that everything you just said is tragically diluted nonsense?
What? Nonsense?
Compensation for infidelity is paid by the party responsible for the affair to the partner they were unfaithful towards. That's why you and your lover will be the one paying me compensation.
Huh?
Also, and this was something my lawyer told me, but he said that property inherited by a spouse during a marriage isn't subject to asset division in the event of divorce.
No way!
My lawyer's number's in those documents. If you don't believe me, feel free to ask him in detail yourself.
Well, what about child support? Surely you'll be paying me child support payments.
I would if you were getting custody of Mia and Trent.
Well, you will then, won't you?
No, I won't.
I'm terribly sorry. But custody of children is always awarded to the mother.
I know that.
Right? Well then, to cover both of them, I want $1,500 per month in child support.
You haven't forgotten how old your kids are, have you?
What does that have to do with anything?
Mia's 16, Trent's 15. They're old enough to decide for themselves who they want to stay with.
Huh? That's a thing?
And FYI, they both said they want to stay with me.
Like hell they did! Children, you know, need their mothers more than their fathers. Not knowing that alone disqualifies you from being a dad. I'll be taking custody of them.
I told you, it's not happening.
Why?
Mia's the one who found out about the affair.
What?
As for Trent, he might not have seen anything directly, but he knew something was off for a long time. Do you really think they'd want to stay with the person responsible for hurting them with their infidelity?
How am I supposed to know that if they don't tell me?
Oh, and they've both blocked all communications from you.
What?
They said they don't want to see your face, and they don't want to talk to you.
No, wait, this can't be!
I think that should tell you how they feel about you.
No way, does this mean I won't get any money at all?
Obviously. In fact, you'll be the one paying.
No, wait!
All the details are in the documents I sent you. So make sure you read them thoroughly.
Wait!
You can contact me through my lawyer from now on.
No!
Well then, I'll be blocking you now. My wife's affair was with her then-married ex-boyfriend who was in a relationship of 3 years. My wife and her ex were under the false impression that inherited property would be subject to asset distribution. So they shamelessly paraded their affair out in the open. But their plan was so sloppy and ignorant that I was left completely dumbfounded. Our kids were equally as astonished. After dragging their parents into the mess they'd created, they somehow managed to string together the compensation they owed, and I got all of it in a single payment. Her lover also got a divorce, and of course, they had to pay his wife's compensation too. It's said that money drives people crazy. There's something ironic about the two of them ending up in debt hell totaling over $150,000 because they were so obsessed with it. Now they spend their days working crazy hours living in a rundown apartment while constantly trying to shift the blame onto each other. This is all your fault!
Hey, where have you been hiding? Hi, Daisy. Just been busy with some consulting lately. And just gaming as usual. Boring. You're either always talking about work or gaming. Let us go for a night out on the town. Or through a party at your place. You also need a new boyfriend. First off, I do not need or want another boyfriend. After that last one, I am good for the rest of the year. And a party? I can't. I am living with people. Worst of all, Elena acts as if she is allergic to any sort of noise, yet she is always screaming. But maybe a night on the town instead would work. You sure you did not have to check on your mom for that? Oh, stop. Just because she got married to my dad does not mean that I am her kid. My mom is Jessica Brown, not Elena Brown. You know, I was just pulling your leg. But yeah, had a rough week. Marketing consulting is my passion, but some weeks just drained the life out of me. And this house is starting to feel so small without everyone living here. You're too nice. If I was you, I know, I would just stop living with them. But it's not my dad that is the problem. It's that wife. Okay, be ready in an hour. I am coming to fetch you. Where are you? Your father and I have been trying to get a hold of you. I am out. You know the stuff that has been happening lately? It is not safe out there. You should tell us where you're going so we know where to find you. Thank you for caring, but I am fine. We'll see you tomorrow morning. I am sleeping at Daisy's. I warned you about that friend of yours, Daisy. I do not like her, but your dad is too nice to say something. If you are not so busy with gaming, you could come out with me one day, and I could introduce you to my friends. You have started again. Yeah, I know we were born in the same decade, but your friends are not my scene. And I do not spend all day on my phone. There's food in the fridge. Warm it up if you're hungry. I do not know why you're like this to me. You know how much I want this living arrangement to work. Yeah, whatever. Bye.
Hey, Buttercup. How was your night out? Finally, you got out of the house.
It was great, Dad. We'll see you after work.
Fantastic, kiddo. Remember that you promised to go to your mom's party on Saturday? Have you gotten her a present yet?
Dad? Yes, I have. I still do not get why I cannot just pop her a happy birthday and have the gift delivered.
I know you do not get along, but that woman gave birth to you. Look, I know change is difficult, sweetie, but you also need to make an effort. What happened between me and your mom is the past, and we are now mature enough that we can have a normal conversation. You do not have to hate her because of me.
Okay, Dad. I will go.
Thanks, Buttercup. Now, what is this I hear about you and Elena fighting? I am not trying to reprimand you, but please, try to open your heart to her. She is trying.
She thinks she is the madame of this house. Yes, of course she is trying. To get on my nerves.
Last night, she was nervous because of how dangerous it is out there. She does not mean to be all mom-like. I married her because of her heart of gold.
Okay, Dad. I will try. But I'm not trying to fight with her. She's trying too hard to be my mom. I am a grown-ass woman who can make her own decisions and take care of herself.
Got it, sweetheart. Need to get to work now, but thank you for all that you have done for me. I know it was not ideal that I should come to stay with you after marrying someone from the office.
Well, I have been living alone since I broke up with Johnny, and the house is very spacious, so do not worry about it. I would do anything for you, Dad.
Wow, kids grow up so fast. Now you're the one taking care of me. After your mom got the house during the divorce, and with the increase in rental costs, we were in such a pickle. But do not worry. We will be out of your hair as soon as we can get a proper place of our own.
It is okay. Stay as long as you need to.
I tried to be understanding towards you. I tried to be a good stepmom to you, but it seems that you do not want to give up your lazy and unhelpful tendencies.
What now?
I am very disappointed in you, Courtney Brown. You know how much that blender meant to your dad. So why did you not accept the delivery? I know you were at home and did not have anything to do. So why did you do that?
I was in a meeting with very important clients. I could not just leave. Also, I did not hear the delivery people. Should have sent the delivery to the office. I am not a delivery collector. I also have a job like you do.
Job? Sitting on your computer for a few hours and then playing games afterward? That is not real work, my darling. You have no idea how tired I am from coming from the office. When I get there, I need to talk to you. We need to do something about this. You must think I am one of your friends like Daisy.
Oh, buzz off, Elena. Hey, mind if I stay with you for a while? We'll go home when Elena and Dad leave for their dinner date. I cannot do this anymore.
Girl, just tell him to get out.
I cannot punish my dad for her mistake, now can I? He has had it rough since he and Mom divorced. Plus, he seems happy with her, even though she is turning out to be a bitch. When she first came to stay here, she was so nice. Everyone thinks she is nice, but I am starting to see that she is fake.
You do not have to deal with this. You're one of the most hardworking people that I know. You have done a huge favor for your dad because you take care of those that you care about. But my girl, that is your house.
Yeah, but it seems she does not know that.
What do you mean by that?
She orders me around like I am a maid. When Dad came home today, she started acting as if I attacked her earlier. He was not in a great mood because of work and was looking forward to seeing the blender. Anyways, they ganged up on me. I left for a drive before I could say anything that was on my mind. I wish it was so easy to kick them out, but that would be so mean.
You are too nice for your own good. Please do not let her get away with this. Come over then. I do miss you.
We'll be there soon. Thank you so much.
Why have the dishes of the past 2 days not been done?
I have been busy.
And the laundry? It does not take that much to put clothes in the washing machine, you know. Wow, you are so lazy. The other day, you mopped the house with so much water, it looked like a lake. I could have fallen.
I am not in the mood for all this.
Your father will be hearing about this.
And what will he do about it? I do not have to wash anyone else's clothes. That is what the dry cleaners are there for.
My dear, while you're in my house, you will help out as much as you can. You do not even contribute to the bills. I know it is your father's house and I am your stepmom, but you will respect me, my girl, or else you can find yourself a place to stay.
The hell are you talking about? Wait a moment. Who does she think she is? How can she think that this is her house? Dad, what is Elena talking about? Dad, answer me please before I kick her out of my house. I told you how she is around me and how she treats me, but you have defended her every time. I took you into my house because you have nowhere else to go and you wanted to get a proper house. I will not accept such disrespect.
Sorry, my buttercup. I only just got home now. Elena says that you two fought. Was a busy day at work today, so I could not get to my phone. And about that, I am sorry, Courtney. I thought you two would get along since Elena is such a kind person. It is difficult for me to see you fighting like this. I hope you did not say anything to her about you owning the house.
What? What the hell, Dad? Why does she think this is her house? How could you do this, Dad? Now she thinks that I am a freeloader. I opened my home to you two because I thought she was a nice person. Now, she's showing her true colors. So, she has the nerve to treat me badly because she thinks that this is your house. I tried to be the grown-up and bite my tongue when she was mean to me, but this is on another level.
Courtney, please do not get angry. I did not want it to get too far. I was ashamed that I lost my house when I got divorced from your mom. Elena is young. Out of my league, even. I did not want her to think lesser of me.
You should have thought about that before marrying someone young. If the person you are married to cannot accept you when you have nothing, then why are you with her?
You do not understand marriage.
I might not be married, but I do know that you both said the vow for you both to be there for each other, for richer and for poorer.
Please, do not tell her the truth.
Wow, she has you wrapped around her little finger. I could take a lot, Dad. But your choice not to have my back at this time is something I will not accept. Got it?
Let us talk when you come back.
I am not in the mood. I have an online game to play. You will never believe what happened last night. This morning, I threw Elena out.
What? Girl, you have to spill the tea.
So, I found out why my stepmom was treating me like shit. Well, she was so entitled and thought that she owned me.
And?
My dad told her that this was his house. Can you imagine? I feel so betrayed, friend. And then, when I confronted him about it, he tried to make me keep the secret. I told him I could not do such nonsense, so, of course, he asked if we could talk when I came home. I went back home and did not talk to any of them. I switched off their internet and then locked myself in my room, playing a game. They did not get off my door. They were shouting for me to let them in, but you know, I did not. So they started texting me. She called me a freeloader and told me that once I got out, she would deal with me. My dad said some hurtful words, telling me that I was being such a crybaby and I did not care about his happiness. I got pissed off and came out of my room. That bitch had the nerve to take my phone. She smashed it and the screen cracked. I wanted to beat her till she saw stars, but my dad came in between us.
How could he let her treat you like that? And she has the nerve. Girl, direct me to her workplace. I can throw hands.
Bruh, it hurt. She started again, but I stopped her. I told her to wait there. I went and got the title deeds, which I threw in her face. I told her that I had been more than hospitable, but her behavior as of late had been disgusting. I told her that this was my house, that I paid for with my job. It is not a small freelance gig that she assumes.
I would have paid to see the look on her face. Finally, you have knocked her down a peg or two.
Dad tried to explain, but she was on him already. I told them that they were making noise in my house, and that if they want to argue, they can do it outside. Also told her she had to pay to fix my phone.
Damn, Courtney, I did not know you had it in you. And then you kicked them out?
Well, only Elena.
And your dad?
I am still mad at him, but I could not stand the idea of him being homeless.
Oh well, he is your dad after all. This calls for a celebration. Elena is gone!
Hey, Courtney.
Hi, Dad.
I finished work early, and I wanted to know if you need me to pick up something for you. I know you like mac and cheese. How about that?
Okay, thanks, Dad. I have a short 30-minute meeting, then I can start cooking.
You do not have to cook. Let your old man do it.
You? Cooking? I remember the last time you tried to do it, you nearly burned your own eyebrows off.
Come on, it was not that bad. Okay, we can cook together then.
Great.
I have a favor to ask. Elena does not have a proper place to stay.
She can get an apartment.
You know we are saving for the down payment on the house.
You or her? Because I know she is just an assistant.
Can she stay with us again? She's sorry. She gave me the money for your phone screen today.
No.
Buttercup, please.
Hell no. I said what I said. If you keep on mentioning her to me and trying to get her back in our lives, then you can leave as well. I thought we were mending our relationship, Dad. Now this?
Sorry for asking.
Listen, you little brat. This is what's going to happen. You're going to sign over the house, or your dad goes to jail.
Who are you again? I seem to remember a troll with the same name as you. Who is married to my dad? Oh yes, it is you.
If you do not want your dad to rot in jail, give me the house.
Delusional much? You'd have had a great career in acting if you had the looks.
Check the audio I've just sent you.
She is accusing my dad of hitting her and wants the house or she will press charges.
Your dad would never do that. Why are you worried?
She just sent me an audio of my dad apologizing for hitting her.
Girl, that is hectic. Are you sure it is him?
Yes, I know his voice.
What are you going to do then?
I have no idea, but I am screwed. Elena has just sent a voice note she received from Courtney's dad and is using it to blackmail OP. Now OP must confront her dad and choose between saving her house or her dad. Find out what happens next time in part 2.